Hey, you made it. If you're watching this video, that means you probably saw some of my shorts. And so, yeah, thank you for popping up. So, on today's episode, we're going to go through the things that are actually functioning in here. And so, everything does work, as you can see so far. And I gotta find my selfie stick stand so that way I can shoot from inside and show you how the things are working and some of the programs that I actually use. And it's not only for just playing video games. I actually use other softwares like Blender and VS Studio and a handful of other things. But yeah, more importantly, how I have it set up is that these controls right here control the whole system, even though I do have a mouse. But I don't like mouses. It's just they're kind of irritating. So I set this up to where that controller controls the entire computer and any other device that's connected on the network. And so I'm gonna back out a little bit so you can see the rest of the network that I'm working on. And so if you've been watching my other videos, you probably have seen, or if you haven't seen my other videos, you've probably seen me do the exterior and the work that I've been putting on the outside. And so this is what the view that you're going to get on the inside. Mind you, I do have kids, and so my children, if you have children, you should know how they are. But other than that, I'm going to pan back and I'm gonna show you my other workstation that I have in here. So I got some more devices right here and things that I need to go hook up and start my day. My laptop and my tablet, and I need to go plug those things in. But yeah, so this is basically another cooler we got right here, and then right here is another station I just got. I'm working on. Forgive me for the wire. I gotta get some better wires. It's actually got my Wi-Fi hooked up right here to this, and so I need to turn this fan on. But yeah, I got another workstation right here. You probably can't see it because it's a little dark in here. But other than that, this is another computer I have. This is um, station two, and then um, if you guys been in here before, so if you haven't seen the other videos, you've seen the stove and all the other stuff. So I'm not going to show you all that. But this is the other station I have. I actually have this on a swivel board. I just recently put these in, so forgive me on these. These are actually shelves. Um, if you ever built anything, you know things take time, and that's all I'm going to say about me working on stuff. But other than that, I have a lot of stuff to do. I need to put the cabinets in. I cut them out already, and then I need to get the hinges to so that way I can put the covers on them, and then get the little knobs and the little things. It's a lot, and I have 8 of them. There's a whole bunch of them, so it runs pretty much the span of the whole entire spaceship. Um, the thing I'm making. So any other way, back to anyway, back to what we're talking about. So yes, this is my other station I have here, and then I got some more devices over here, and then this is my battery supply thing. I have it turned it sideways right now because I need to fix it where it's sitting upwards. For some reason, it won't do landscape mode with that app. I don't know, but I did find this cool little bracket right here, and in fact, let me get some lights on in here for you guys. Okay, that's better. All right, so I did find this cool little bracket, and sorry, I know my wire management system is like, it's all bad. Like, if you look right there, and then, like, especially like in here, I had to like rearrange all of this stuff again, and I got a great idea though. I did. So, since I'm building a spaceship, I don't know if you can see that white pipe right there. So I ran the cords in that pipe, and then I'm going to run the piping through all the way through the end. Sorry for all the construction tools. This is my drills and bits and stuff that I make stuff with. The paint roller and crimping tools and scissors and drawing pins for measurements. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, this is my wire management. The other issue that I have to work on is getting a pipe to go straight up, which I have it. I just been lazy to kind of, quite honestly, I've been really working on programming my computers because all this stuff is new, and well, I wouldn't say new, but it's new to me. And so, yeah, um, thank you for joining my channel. And so, I guess the direction I'm gonna take this channel is, I've been a computer kid. Uh, I was raised in the '90s. I was born in '84, and so things have changed a lot since 1992, and when the internet came out, and gaming and all this type of stuff now, as you know. And so, I had took a job doing sales for a long time. It was in the computer industry. It was doing sales with graphic design, web design, things like that. I did like doing sales, but now I really want to get into how things work behind the sales, which I was really good at sales. I have a couple track records if I ever get into editing a video, or I might just post some videos about what my clients used to say about me. As far as doing sales in the technical world, you know, I'm not gonna claim I'm some certified, went to school Harvard grad tech guy, but I've always had an interest in it, and so I'm pretty much self-taught, and I learned by just self-learning. And so yeah, I as a kid I used to do this type of stuff, as far as hooking up computers, which now they call it installation, running software, which is part of installation, diagnostics, which is dealing with troubleshooting. I enjoy that type of stuff, and I still do to this day. And I realized I lost my love for it adulting. And so, as a kid, I realized I need to do something that makes me happy, and I want to get deeper into working on computers. So I bought more devices and things to get myself back into what I really enjoy doing, and it feels good to start building again, and getting my equipment together. That's a dope mouse, by the way. And I'm excited for you guys to watch the journey. So yeah, other than that, if you guys have any questions, if you guys need any help on your computers, I can help you figure it out. I do research. So if you're stuck on your computer, if you need to get something done, there's a lot of things that I do know, and so I don't mind helping people. And right now, like I said, just post something in the comments. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate, you know, um, you guys interacting with me. So yeah, other than that, if you guys have any issues with your Windows computers, I don't know anything about Apple. I know nothing about Mac. I started to learn about it when I was sorry, another device. I got a lot of devices. um yeah, you can call me Go Gadget. But yeah, so yeah, other than that, yeah, so let me show you back to the rest of what we got going on here. So yeah, other day I got this device, and so because I just got up, I just powered the ship up. And so if you know, as you know, I'm just gonna call it what it is. It's the trailer I built. I know you guys are probably like, "Oh, why is he calling it a ship?" It's because this is what something I enjoy doing. So I'm not gonna uh, bore this out. But yeah, everybody else builds a trailer and they make it all look nice like a regular house. That's cool. I could go that route. That's cool, but I'm cool. I want to do something that's gonna keep me entertained and fun and keep it exciting. I could always build a regular traditional house, but this is a funner project. So anyway, uh, yeah. So Magic Chef, gotta have that. Anyway, these are more devices that I have. I got a couple controllers, keyboards everywhere, um, wood everywhere because I'm always consistently building. And that's the kind of cool part that take away from that is that I have to build in a virtual world, and then I have to come and switch gears, which is sometimes very hard to switch from doing tech stuff to doing real world stuff like working on cars and fixing the house on the outside, putting in electrical and doing all this stuff. So yeah, I got a lot going on. Anyway, let me plug this in. And it does really feel like a ship in here because every morning I have to get up, I have to check the power, I have to make sure our power is up, we're in the sunlight, and plug things in, turn things on, which is, for me, I like it. It's a routine. For other people, it may be annoying, but I designed it this way. I didn't want to just flip a switch and everything work. I could easily do that. Clearly, because everything, as you can see, is working already. So other than that, yeah. So this is charging. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can get a zoom. There we go. That's charging. This is actually charging. This is the overall battery for the entire system. Okay. Sorry about the wood and stuff. What it is that I painted here, but here, I guess I'll just show you. So what happens is, so what happens is, I take the phone and it fell because it's supposed to be like that, but it slides like that. So I usually have a couple devices, slide them like this, and a bunch of devices slide right here, so it's getting rubbed off on the wood. But yeah, other than that, yeah, this is my basically power system that tells me how much power the entire system has, so it doesn't die when I'm on the computer, or if the kids are watching TV, or my wife is doing something. But other than that, I did find this, which is I thought was really freaking cool for a spaceship thingy. And what it is, that it's actually back of a TV bracket, because we got a new TV and I took it off because I already have a mount. And when I took it off, I was just going to throw it away. And then I guess it's called kit bashing, is what it's called. And so kit bashing is basically repurposing or upcycling things. If you've never heard of that, you should probably go look that up. But anyway, it's basically repurposing things. So this right here, I thought was really dope. When I just about that, I was throwing it away. The tablet goes inside of here, right? And sorry, these are all holes from me just figuring out my setup. But as these slide back and forth, right, I need to put some more holes. I haven't officially decided where I want to mount it. I actually want to bring it up here. But ultimately, when they slide back and forth, you can put your phone in there. So like, in a sense, like, I don't have that phone over there. Oh, I have this though. So this is actually a weather meter. So in a sense, like the weather meter, it fits in there, and then this will hold the weather meter or whatever's in place, but it has to fit within the bracket. But I thought it was a dope bracket, so I'm not gonna get hung up on that too long. Anyway, let's go back here. So I know that looks like a turbine, but that's not. That is a mosquito catcher and anything else that catches that flies. Gotta have ventilation fan for the components back here. This is the 60-watt solar inverter. If you watch my shorts, that's the 60-watt solar inverter, 2,000-watt power inverter. Sorry, my broom is in the way. And right now, this is where, as an engineer, you kind of have to know these things. Sorry, my trash can's below that. But right now, we're putting out 140. Let's call it 140. So my system is demanding 140 watts right now. 44 watts with the lights on, computers on, things charging, TV on, or the monitor on, and yeah, there's a bunch of stuff charging. I'll show you all the stuff that's charging. But anyway, and we'll go through plugging stuff in. So yeah, that's the switch to turn off the power when you're actually operating, working on stuff. That's the switch for the actual lights. So if you list lights right here, bam, bam. That blue light is actually the light from this down here. Anyway, on this display here, we are putting in 165 watts from the sun. So if you look at the sun and then the little panel, that's the solar power. I built this system from scratch. This is not a kit. You can't buy this kit. I made this kit myself. Yeah, so this is my first two sockets that I put in. And so you have three outlets right here. I don't know if you can see them. If you see those three outlets right there, these three outlets power the entire, I don't want to call it a house, but they power the entire ship. And we're going to break this down. So anyway, yeah, we're at 140. And so, yeah, this socket right here actually goes to the lights. So you see, it's like it goes directly to the lights. And then this one goes to the fan. And then that fan goes on to cool things off back here. This other socket goes out to the back, and it actually goes to the cameras that are up on top that I just put those in. And then, yeah, the red and white, yeah. So that white wire is what goes to the lights. I mean, the cameras on top of it, which is only two cameras, or the four cameras on top. And then this one, this orange wire, this one actually goes and feeds the power to the whole system. And so ultimately, I followed the instructions on wire things up. I used to be a construction worker. I worked in automotive as well, so I know a little bit about electrical. So if you need any help, I can help you figure your electrical components out. If not, I can come do it for you. I have no problem working. Dang, I need to paint this section. I missed that. Damn. Yeah, I'm also painting right now. I ran out of paint, and so I got some more paint, and then, yeah, and then I'm just, yeah, got to get more utensils, so that's why I have the rollers on the other side. But yeah, other than that, that's the power system. I don't really need my lights on because it's daytime right now. Well, actually, I'm talking to you guys. Anyway, so, yeah, so far as my cable management system, I know this is one job itself. That job is a whole nother job that I had to do. That's another job. And then freaking, oh, back in here. Sorry for the storage. Oh, wait, you know what? Before I go there, this is a whole nother, like, this right here is a headache. I don't even know what to do with this. It's just like, sorry, I got another joystick right here, um, or a controller. But yeah, all this is all wires. It goes deep. Anyway, this is when you're building stuff and you're an engineer and you're doing your own electrical and you don't really have anybody else to assist you and you're testing things out and you're trying to figure things out yourself, and that's what happens. Other than that, you guys, thank you for this video, and this is my 15 minutes for the day, and I'm gonna make another video showing what applications I've been using and what softwares I'm using and basically how this works. And so if you look at the screen right there, if you can see, in fact, I'll back up so you can actually see the controller working. And most people think this works for just and this is why I'm gonna go find my selfie stick today so I can do I can set up and you guys can see me. But ultimately, I don't know if you can see the controller working or not. If you look right, I guess like right there is probably the best spot, right below the trees. So if you look at the controller, I'm moving the controller around. I guess I probably should do it like this. Here, bring it over there. But anyway, yeah, I'm not getting hung up on that. But yeah, so the controller does work, and so we'll get more into that in the next video. All right, thank you.